Please put your hands together for Mr. Ryan Lopes.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing tonight? Good. Yeah. Hope you guys don't mind. I have a little bit of a hobble going on because I broke my toe this morning. It's okay. It's just a toe. I got 9 others. But you guys want to hear how? Because it's really fucking stupid. So, I was helping my girlfriend move, and there was, ice on the ground and stuff like that. And as I walked out, I saw a big block of ice, and I was like, I should kick that. Really fucking hard. So I went and I wound up and I kicked it, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking send it. And it didn't move. But my toe moved a lot that way. And afterwards, I felt like I ran like a 10-mile marathon. I was like, oh. My girlfriend's like, you okay? I'm like, yeah, no, I'm fine. And I told her what happened, and now I realize I can't ever use the excuse of I'm not stupid whenever we're in an argument. So if I ever say it, she'd be like, really? Didn't you break your toe thinking you were an NFL punter? Shut up, clean the fucking dishes. All right. My girlfriend's cool. We got a dog. Well, she got a dog. I guess I'm like the stepdad of the dog. But I love dogs. We got any dog lovers out there? Woo! The whole room. You're gonna love this. I hope. So I think I realized why I love dogs so much. It's probably because they don't have a Facebook. So you don't have to know if they're racist or not. It's all ambiguous. So you're like, yeah, I don't think the dog's racist. It doesn't have a Facebook. Because if you ever want to find out if one of your family members is racist, just add them on Facebook. And you're just like, oh, uncle. Mom? Oh. But yeah, I think that, because you can imagine if a dog was racist on Facebook, they just like post shit like, man, not going to the dog park today. Too many goddamn chihuahuas. Had to get the hell out of there. Build an electric fence. Build an electric fence. And you're just like sitting there like, do you see what Biscuit just posted? What the fuck? What a bad boy. It's like, hey, Biscuit, my girlfriend's dog is half Chihuahua, so I'm pretty offended. He's like, well, I hate your dog, pussy. And I'm like, hey, whoa, I said my dog's only half Chihuahua. It's also half Dachshund, which is a German breed, so you might like her. I said German, I didn't... Nah, I'm like... Never get involved in Facebook political posts is all I'm going to say. Because then that dog's just going to write something later, just like, went back to the dog park, had to leave again, couldn't stand anymore, so I told my owner, Brandon, let's go home. I'm like, let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. And I was like, this dog fucking sucks. Can you imagine if cats had Facebooks? They'd just be assholes. They just spoil movies. It's like, oh, I can't believe that Tobey Maguire was in Spider-Man No Way Home. He's like, what the fuck, Mittens? I'm seeing that tomorrow. Cat's like, it was just a movie. I'm like, yeah, well, tell me how you really feel, line. Oh, okay. I like going on Facebook, though. I get lost in Facebook Live. I saw an article recently that said, scary sight at the beach today. Family of sharks were seen in the water. And everyone's commenting like, oh my God, it's so scary. I'm like, why? They live there. It's weird that we go swimming in the ocean. We got pools and bathtubs. Why do we need to go there? Imagine if sharks be like, man, dude, don't go over near there. There's fucking human toes in the water. If we bite them, we're in trouble and we're assholes, apparently. The human equivalent of that story is literally like scary sight at the Joneses' house today. The Jones were home. Not scary at all. If the article had said something like scary sight at Stop and Shop today, a family of sharks was seen shopping in the meat department, I'd be like, fuck! That's scary as shit, man. We're made of meat. And they're saving money? Jesus. It'd be even scarier if the next article was like even scarier sight, the same family of sharks was seen in the produce department. I'm like, they're on a fucking diet now? They were just sitting there just like, yeah, I'm done with meat, let's eat some kale. Now they're advancing that much, they're going to think they're the new superior race. Called themselves the Great Whites. It's a great jersey. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'm so happy, you guys, because when I wrote that joke down, I was like, I fucking love this. Not to be cocky, but this is the best day of my life. Any Beatles fans out there? Yeah. I'm a big fan of Paul McCartney. I like the Beatles. I love the Beatles. Paul McCartney's my favorite. I saw an article recently where he admitted that he used to jerk off with John Lennon. And Paul McCartney's so legendary that the announcer must have forgot who he was for a second. So he was like, why? And Paul was just like, it's not that big of a deal. And the announcer was like, oh yeah, you're Paul McCartney. Anyway, so Sgt. Pepper's. Like, he didn't really go much into it. And I was like thinking, like, when I was a kid, I wanted to be just like Paul McCartney. I used to idolize this guy. I learned how to play guitar because of him. I learned how to play piano. I tried singing. I grew out my hair. Everything this guy did, I wanted to do. So could you imagine if I found out he used to jerk off with his friends when I was young? I would have no friends. Or I would have a lot of friends. And they would just all be very fucking weird. Like, we wouldn't be invited to, like, parties. They'd be like, oh, you guys want to invite Lopes? We'd be like, fuck, no, ew. But those same people, if you were like, you want to invite Paul McCartney, he's legend, they'd be like, yeah, dude, whip your dick out, let's go. Bring Paul McCartney in. How do you even start that conversation? I wonder how that started. Like, was that in the Beatles documentary? They just didn't want to put it in? Because you know Paul probably started. He was probably like, so John, I was thinking, we've been working a lot together recently. What would happen if we'd all just start jerking off together? And then John's just like, imagine. That's probably how they broke up too. Because obviously Paul wanted to keep on doing it, and John was like, nah, I got yoga now. And I just picture that conversation where Paul's like, come on, John, I think that we should keep on doing it. It's not a big deal. And John's like, no, Paul. Paul's like, come on, it's a good way for us to come together. And then John's just like, Paul, Jesus Christ, just let it be. And then Paul's like, well, you know what? Screw this band. I'm going solo, but I'm about to finish. Now get back. And that was the end of the Beatles and the end of my set. Thank you guys so much.